Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're taking a tour of Go, the programming language that was born at Google specifically for our modern, super connected world. So if you've been hearing the buzz around Go and you're kind of wondering what's the big deal, well, you are in exactly the right place. Let's dig in and see why. Okay, so before we get into the weeds and the syntax of the language itself, let's start with what's probably the most important question. What can you actually build with Go, right? I mean, a language is really only as good as the problems it can help you solve. First up, let's talk about the cloud. Go is an absolute giant when it comes to building the high-performance network services that are basically the backbone of the internet. You've got all the major cloud players. They have poured tons of resources into tools and APIs for Go, which makes it one of the easiest ways to get your services up and running at a massive scale. Next, I want you to think about the developer tools you use every single day. You know, if you've ever used a command line tool that just felt shockingly fast, well, the odds are pretty high it was built with Go. That's because its standard library is just so powerful for creating those kinds of snappy, elegant applications. And of course, Go is a powerhouse for web development too. But its secret weapon here? Incredible memory performance. So what does that mean for you? It means Go can juggle a ton of requests at the same time without breaking a sweat, which is perfect for high-traffic websites and APIs that absolutely have to stay responsive under pressure. And for anybody out there in the world of DevOps or site reliability engineering, Go is going to feel like it was custom made just for you. You know, with build times that are just ridiculously fast and a syntax that's super clean, it really supports that fast-paced, reliability-first culture of modern operations. So we've seen what you can build with Go. Now let's talk about the how. And this is where it gets really interesting. Go's real power, it comes from this core idea that, honestly, feels a little backwards at first. Simplicity. Go was deliberately designed to have fewer features than a lot of other languages. I mean, this quote from the official language spec pretty much nails it. When you have a simple, compact syntax, it means you, the developer, spend way less time wrestling with the language itself and more time actually solving real problems. And it also means the code is easier for both people and our automated tools to understand. And that whole idea of simplicity, it carries right over into how Go organizes your code. Everything is built from these things called packages. Just think of them as clean, self-contained modules. This structure is Go's really elegant answer to what is, let's be honest, a massive headache for developers everywhere: managing dependencies. Go just makes it simple. Okay, if Go is famous for one thing, it's this: concurrency. And this isn't some add-on or a library you have to import. It is baked into the very DNA of the language. Go is designed from day one for a world where our processors have multiple cores and our apps need to juggle, a million things at once. So how does it do it? Well, the main tool in the toolbox is the Go routine. Forget about those heavy, complicated threads from other languages. A Go routine is like an incredibly lightweight assistant. You can spin up thousands, even millions of them, without your system even blinking. And get this, creating one is literally as simple as typing the word Go in front of a function. That's it. It's that easy. But look, having thousands of these little assistants running around is pretty useless if they can't talk to each other, right? That's where channels come in. Think of a channel like a dedicated, safe pipeline between your Go routines. It's how they can pass messages back and forth and coordinate their work without stepping on each other's toes. Okay, so let's break down how that actually works. It's a really beautiful, simple model. So you have Go routine A, right? It's got a message it needs to send. It just puts that message right into the channel. Then Go routine B, which is just kind of waiting and listening on that channel, can safely grab it. And that simple, elegant process, that's what stops all the chaos and nasty data corruption bugs that you see in so many other languages when they try to do concurrency. All right, so we've got simplicity, we've got this concurrency superpower, but Go was also built from the ground up to be a secure and reliable language for today's world. And this was not an afterthought. It was a core goal right from the beginning. And that right there really is the key takeaway. You see, Go doesn't treat security as something you bolt on at the end. It's proactive. The language and all its tools are designed to help you write secure code from the start, giving you a really solid foundation to build on. And look, this isn't just talk. The Go project backs this up with a super transparent and organized security process. When you have a dedicated team and a clear public way of handling problems, it means you can actually trust the ecosystem you're building on. It gives you real confidence. And you know what? Go is not a language that's just sitting still. It is a living, breathing thing that's always getting better. Just look at a few of these snapshots. You see these massive leaps in performance, like garbage collection pauses that are less than a millisecond, a vision for the future with Go 2, and totally cutting-edge features in recent releases. It shows that Go is constantly evolving to tackle whatever challenges are coming next. So after all that, you might be thinking, okay, this sounds pretty great, but where do I even start? Well, here's the fantastic news. When you decide to dive into Go, you're not just learning a syntax. You are joining this huge, incredibly supportive global community. I mean, there are just so many ways to get plugged in. You can go to global conferences, find a local meetup in your city, learn from literally thousands of recorded talks online, or even get involved and become a contributor. It's just a really vibrant, welcoming group of people who are genuinely excited to share what they know. So, we've looked at what Go can build, we've seen how its simple design is actually its greatest strength, and you know there's a whole community out there ready to help you. So I guess the only real question left is, what are you going to build with it?